Okay, so this is my first live stream. I'm uh, I'm gonna be going over my journey of learning Golang backend development, all towards the goal of finishing this one project that I have for my ML class. So, okay, I've written this down. I wanted to make a, I don't know, just record myself and also it'll help me be consistent with what I'm learning because I'll have to update what I'm learning over here. So, right, let me just go through what I'm gonna be doing. So far, the things I know are like the things I'm good at for my field is Python, mainly with regards to machine learning and AI. I also know a bit of data science, and yeah, that's my major field. And Python is the only language that I'm pretty good at or decent at. And then I do know a little bit of Java, but again, I'm trying to learn Golang now because I wanted to be the first language that I completely understand from the ground up and like completely learn because I find it fun. I want to understand how networking works in Java, like the net slash HTTP standard library. You know, more about writing APIs and like handling traffic and stuff like that. So I'm going to be going over a bunch of things that I want to learn in Golang and like how to do them. But then again, my end goal is this one project that I have for my ML class. I'll go more into detail on that like at some other point. I don't want to get into that right now. I want to go through what I want to be learning in Go. Which Go is what I'm going to be focusing on for like the next 10-15 days. So right, so I've been learning the language so far. Like if you go through the list, so these are things that you need to know in Go, and I'm like around like yeah, structs to interface. Like I'm around this area, so I'm trying to do interfaces right now. That's like literally right now is what I'm doing, and yeah. So we're going to be going through this. Yeah, concurrency as well. That was one of the main reasons I wanted to learn Go because concurrency seemed very cool. That's not something I've used before. So there's this roadmap.sh has this like developer roadmap thing where you can tell it what you want to learn and it'll give you a bunch of stuff or what do you say? Yeah. So a bunch of projects basically on for getting started is like beginner, intermediate, and advanced. I wanted to start out with task tracker, which I guess a lot of people have done. It's the first beginner project in this. And like this is what I was gonna start eventually, but then I found this DigitalOcean article. So the first one I wanted to do was how to make an HTTP server, and then there were like a bunch of sublinks on what you need to know as prerequisites. So I went down that rabbit hole. So I'm gonna be like again, it told me to go and do structs first. So there's like these 5 articles I want to get through before I start actually working on the task tracker app. So that's my main goal for like today and tomorrow is to finish these 5 and maybe get through a little bit of how to design the task tracker app because again I'm completely new to Go. I haven't built anything in Go, so I'll be taking a lot of help maybe from others who've done it, like I'm going through their code or articles on how other people have implemented it. But I will do my best not to use any form of AI or LLMs or take the help of ChatGPT or anything because I want to learn this completely from the ground up myself. If someone comes and tells me, hey, make this and Go, I want to be able to do it myself without any external assistance, mainly LLMs. It's not to say that LLMs are like, they write bad code, but like I want to know how to do it instead of, knowing how to prompt something else to help me learn this. Right. So, yeah, yeah, I guess I'll just be going through the article and like at the same time try to explain what I'm understanding. This isn't like a course for anyone, but more of like a, I don't know. I didn't want to. I feel like I learn better when I explain things, and I didn't want to sit in my room explaining things to myself, just sitting like that. I feel like that's a little funny. So I thought like I could record myself, have a, I don't know, have proof of what I've learned and what I've done. So yeah, I'm just gonna be streaming for the fun of it, and I don't know. I don't think I'll be streaming every day though. I might be preoccupied with other stuff, but I will be learning at the same time. So I'll do my best to log in once every night and stream me trying to explain what I've learned that day and what I'm planning on implementing. Yes, I don't know. Also, I know I'm very nervous right now, and I tried a test stream yesterday, and I'm horrible at writing code when recording myself for some reason. I don't know if it's because I'm nervous or whatever. So yeah, hopefully I'll get over that as well. So if you see me writing like slow code or making a bunch of typos, that's not how I normally code. But yeah, so I'll I'll just start with the article now. So it's yeah, this one. I've been through the first part of it and it's pretty basic. So it's just how an interface looks. This is how an interface is defined. It's just, I mean, it's not that complicated, but yeah. So what I've understood so far is you have structs are like classes in Go. So yeah, you have your parameters that you taken, and instead of defining a method of a function within the, you know, I'm sorry, a method of a class within the class, here you just create separate functions that tell you, ki, hey, this method takes an type article, and then you can do whatever you want on it, right? And this is how you initialize an object, not an object, but like an instance of a class. That's what the same thing here. That's what I have so far. I could be wrong. And yeah, an interface is so like if multiple objects have different classes that do, sorry, multiple objects have different methods that do different things but have the same name. For example, here they use the example of this, right? Like an article. So uh, the article method over here takes in type article, and then it's just a stringer function, and then you create uh, object in the main called article where you give the title and the author parameters, and then you do print a. A is directly the object. So from what I'm understanding, this is what an interface is supposed to do. Like if an interface was written in regular code, this is what it would do. It would take in the object as an input and then print the string function, string method, which is this. So which would print this. That's what I've gotten so far, right? And yeah, so this is how it will be written: type stringer interface. So you create an interface that says, hey, if something has the stringer type, then print this. That's what. So when you create an interface stringer, you're saying if it has this string, then you like run it. So where's the code? Right. So we get it here. So uh, you have multiple classes here. One called article and one called book. And article has the string function, and so does the book. Now you create an interface called stringer, which checks for the string method, right? And then again, you create two objects. One is the article and the book, and you give in the parameters that they all require: title, author, pages, blah blah blah. And then this is the important part. So you create a function called print, which takes in s stringer, like stringer type. So if any of these objects have stringer, then it takes those as input. It has string. Where's that again? Yeah, like these methods. Then it takes that in and it just prints s dot string, which is again this what is being returned. So it does it for, and the thing is, now that this function is defined using this interface, even though article and book have different string methods, like both of these are string, but they print different things. Like this one prints the article name. Article was written by said person. Book prints, the book name, book was written by the same. So even though the methods do different, like they print different statements, you use the same function for printing both of them, which is print. Right. I mean, that's where I am right now. That's what I've understood. So, I mean, let's go for. I think I'm halfway through the article. Yeah. So there's a bunch more stuff, and that's what I wanted to get through. I wanted to um, just type it out once so that I get a little practice, like the exact same function. I'm not gonna change anything. It's just that I feel like I should be typing this out so that I can remember it better. Um, Oh, so it's like a bunch of, I guess, kind of stupid stuff that I'm gonna be looking at half the time because I know sprintf is a thing. I know there's like printf, println, and the regular stuff. I don't understand what sprintf does, like what the S and it does. So half the time I'm just gonna be looking up like, like I don't know, unimportant stuff like that. So don't mind. Oh, again, the no AI part, like I've realized even Google searches like have the AI results. So I'm using Brave and I have the AI solutions off. So yeah, I'm just going to be going through articles and actual stuff. So that I actually have to read to understand something instead of just getting the answers handed to me. Okay, I did not know there was an F print and F scan. Okay, thank you. Okay, right, but what does the S do? So isn't the title the difference between sprintf and printf? I don't understand why that's not in this. Wow. Okay. Okay. String control. Okay, so sprint is for like just straight up string values, I guess. Is that what it is? Okay, wait. Okay, so it's just used to write code in this, sorry, write statements in this format instead of, oh, okay, okay. So when you need the format to be a string, you use sprint. Okay, I guess. Okay, I think I get it. I mean. figure it out. Hmm. Why? Okay. I don't think I need math. Okay, it does have to be A dot title, right? Okay, yeah, it does. Right, that's all that does. What else? Okay, type book. Okay, so now it's the interface part. I don't think I need to explicitly mention title and author. I'm just going to try it that way because I think it'll be simpler. Um, right. Okay. And then print. Okay, we haven't defined the print function as. I'll do that once we do the print function. For now, just the initializations. Again, print statements, we'll do that later. Okay, yeah. So, func print s. What was the name of the Interface string is right, yeah. FMT out. Okay. Right. So now the print statements. Okay, wait, no, never mind. My bad. Uh, what? Oh, I don't have a comment there. My bad. Okay, I need to give in the number of pages as well. My bad. The pages is just an integer, so I'm gonna go 200. Right. Huh. Why did that not run? Unused result. Okay, I need to return that. My bad. What? No, it prints it. I was correct the first time. Why does it? Huh? Is it because of the s? Unused result of fmt dot println call not used. What do you mean it's not used? Huh? Uh, okay, yeah, I think it was the s that was the issue. Okay, yeah. So the basic structure of interfaces. It's about defining an interface and then using that a function to call the interface. We're able to use a single function on multiple objects, even though they do different things, just because they're mentioned the same way. All right, okay. So if I were to have a third one called essays, I guess just by defining it over here, I mean, and like creating a struct called essays and then creating a function that uses essays or a method, how it's called here, and then creating an object of essays. I should just be able to use this to call, instead of using dot string, I should be able to just say print this to get that. Okay. Right. So I think is there more to interfaces? Okay, I think I've been through this one. I think it's just a similar example, just with math. Like over there, we had to print two different print statements where each print statement had a variation in the sentences. But over here, there's a variation in the calculation because circle takes a radius and then, you know, does two r square, sorry, pi r square, yeah, and then area does just height into width. So it's again, you create two objects with the parameters of those, yeah, and then you have a single Okay, wait, what is this? I didn't see this. Func S1, S2, okay, are we printing the size? I think we're printing the size, sorry, the area, which is smaller. If S1 is smaller than S2, then you return S1. Yeah. Okay, wait. I think I should read what the thing is supposed to do. Geometric. Okay, yeah. Okay. These functions do return the shapes, and then we have a interface called sizer, which returns the area. Right. Okay. And then we have funcless defined with S1 and S2. Both are different sizes. Okay, two different sizes. So the input has to be two. Right. Yeah. Okay. There are two inputs, C and S, and it returns a size. Wait. It returns. Wait. Why does it return it? Okay. It takes two interfaces in as input. So the interfaces are okay. S1 dot area, S2 dot area. And then returns the smaller one. So when S1 is the first input and S2 is the second input, yes. So okay, right, okay, this makes sense. Okay, I don't think I'll be typing this one out though. I think I've pretty much understood. Like using an interface, you can define the function however you want. You can take in as many inputs you want. Because again, all we were doing in this function here is like this function here takes in the string and this prints the s dot string function that we're that's the string function that was defined. Here we have areas defined for both. All this is doing is for both of them just comparing the areas, right? Okay, I get it. Also, I don't know how long I'm going to be talking. I might just get tired or hungry. So yeah, this is just the initial stream. I'm going to get better at it hopefully as it goes on. I'm not even talking to anyone. It's just me. Yeah. So okay. Right, they've explained it here. Yeah, so I just don't get. I like. I just don't understand why the return is a type. Okay, yeah, You're returning. Okay, yeah, you're returning the sizer itself, right? Because in this there was no return type because you were just directly okay, right? And here you are returning it because you're gonna be printing. You're gonna be assigning the value to a variable and then printing it. Okay, makes sense, right? We weren't returning anything here, right? It was just a print statement, right? Yes. Okay. This might seem very simple, but like I'm very new to this. I've not used this before, so bear with me. Types, blah 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 blah. Yeah. Okay. I should probably be typing this as well. I'm just gonna. Okay. I'm gonna type it. Why not? So let's see. Also, I haven't figured out how I'm going to be storing all the different example ones I do. All of these are just for practice. So I'm probably going to delete this folder once I'm done with practice so that it's more cleaner so like don't focus on the names or whatever. Right, okay. Right, okay. So circle has just radius, so it's going to be which is a float 64, yeah. C circuit? Yeah, okay. Fine, yeah, right. Okay. There is one thing I'm not still clear about. I've used these methods a lot, but I'm not sure if this is a naming convention, how this is done. Like, this is how it should be called. So, yeah, let's see. Return. Wait, you're returning it, right? Yeah, okay. Math dot by star radius raised to 2, right? Yes. So, yeah. C dot comma 2. Right, okay. Now type rectangle. I think it was type square. Wait, if it's okay, I'm gonna call it rectangle. It has a different width and height for square. For something, I'm just gonna say rectangle. Capital. Okay. Found R rectangle. So it's just height into width, right? Yep. That is all, I guess. Yes. Okay. What is? Huh? Mm. Okay, right. They've added two functions, so I should probably be looking at this one anyways. Yeah, I'll get to that one next. So, right, once both are done, we create an interface. Again, this very small things I have a doubt about, so I guess this will be a reminder. Like, the video is going to be a reminder for me as well as what I've learned. I'm not sure. Like, even in the previous one, even though it was type string, we did method name and what it returns. I don't know if that's a naming convention or here we're giving the method name and then giving a different return value. I'm guessing it's the same, but I just want to check it out later why it's like this. Okay, right. And then we have the main function func. And I'm gonna see if I can just write this on my own. So we create an object. Uh, should I? Yeah, let's just call it C. Where there was only one input, right? So 5.5, I guess, should be fine. And then we create R 4,8.7 should be fine, I guess. Okay, the both are created, and then here the comparison was where L less b equal to. Okay, let me write that function first. So it was found, right? Yeah, okay. Less of s1 comma s2 of type sizer, and then we return a sizer. Okay, right? Sorry, it was area, my bad. Where did it say A1? Uh, 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 this one, right? And otherwise, is an else required here? I'm guessing not, right? Yeah. Okay. Then we call the function over here where it's L is to equal to less of C comma R. It is right. C or yeah, C comma R. And then there's a print statement fmt dot print. Okay, I don't know what percentage plus v does. Okay, wait, that's supposed to be math dot bar. Right, okay. So, what? Okay. Package from what? Is that what the output is supposed to be? Because yeah, it's supposed to return the string here, and I guess this is what the right, and each one has not been given a name. Okay, right. Okay, yeah. Okay, it's not doing much, but I wanna change it so that it returns whether it was a rectangle or a circle. I don't want just the values. I don't even know how I'd go about doing that, but I guess it's a learning thing. So okay. Oh wait, should I do it after the next one? The next one. Okay, the next one does exactly that. Okay, so I guess I'm just gonna follow it. What? What is this error? What is running? What? Okay, wait. Okay, wait. What is this? Say to okay, no, my bad. Wait, no, that's correct. It's to the power of two, right? What? QF1005. Oh, okay. I might need to use an AI for this. I could expand call to attack. So it could be simplified to 1005, right? So this, I think I'm just going to do that. That makes more sense. I don't know why the power function was called here. Brackets of c dot star c dot. Right, okay. This page could be useful. I didn't know they had a whole thing for this. They could analyze. Huh. Nah, okay. Okay, so the next one, right? So let me first see what it does. I mean, I can clearly see it adds a second method to each circle and square. What we have is a rectangle, and it prints. Okay, yeah, this makes sense. But this is again, that was an area function. This is a stringer interface. It's going to be a stringer interface. I I should be. Wait, once again, why is it mentioned twice? So that we have the stringer interface, we should just be able to print string s in the. Should we not? Okay, I'm just gonna do it my way, and then if it's wrong, we go with that. I'm also gonna order food. I'm really hungry before I do that. How long has the stream been going on? I can't see the time. Great. Okay. Where was I? Right. So the second. Okay, not here. Shit. Does it return anything? It should, right? Yeah. So we return 20. Hmm. Wait, what is this? Okay, I don't understand what exactly this formatting does. What are the curly braces for? Hmm? I'm so confused. What? Why, is it because it's print app? Okay, we know. Okay, we're just printing it in this format. Okay, so it's not the same as Python where you. I think. Yeah. Okay. Wait. Let me just check it. Right, it's being printed in that way. Okay, my bad. Because in Python you can do this thing where you can Okay, right, my bad. Okay, now the same for rectangle. Func r rectangle. String, and then we return a string. So, so we return fmp dot printf. I still do not understand why we use s printf or printf. I think it has to do something with string formatting. I will do research later because I don't know. I feel like I waste too much time going to that right now. F with printf. Uh, wait, I'm sorry. Completely forgot what we're doing. Okay, right. Rectangle. Uh, Not radius. Okay, so we do length and height and width. Percentage point two f, comma, width percentage point two f. Then we do have to do height and width. R dot height, comma, R dot width. Okay. Okay, we've done. Okay, now it's the important part, which is okay. Let me define the string first. Where's the other interface? Okay, type string interface. So okay, now that's done. And I think I'm just gonna call this print, and we taken p. What is it again? String, right? Okay, let's just do s string, and then we return nothing. Right? Okay, I'm gonna do this part on my own. I'm not looking. I'll change it if it's wrong. I don't think we're returning anything here though, so let just be that. So we do fmt dot println of. Oh, we already have the string function, so it's gonna be s dot string. Yes. Okay. So this is what I've learned. This is what we did the previous time as well. I think something was changed now. I don't know what exactly was happening there. We were printing again for some reason. So yeah, I'm gonna put this in the main. So okay, let's just do. I think it's better to print it before the. So we do C and we do R. Okay, this should work. Okay, yeah, it does work. Wait, one. Oh, I think I understood what plus V does. This changed. So it's taking whatever the output you do when you print something and you're just pasting it right where that percentage, sorry, that plus V percentage. Okay, wait. So we do percentage plus V is the smallest. So it's taking this whole thing and putting it right here. Okay, okay, that's weird. I didn't expect that. Okay, right. And what was here? I mean, mine's correct. It works. And what exactly were we? Yeah, didn't we print the exact same thing? Area of, okay, it printed the area as well. So, oh, I get it. So here, I think Yes, that's that. And then here they calculate the area as well. So they wait. How did they calculate the area? Are they printing the wait? Area returns the area, right? Yes. Oh, okay, okay. So I okay, right. I got what they're doing. So that these are the outputs that the print statement gives. They're pasting that at the beginning of the line, like area of circle with radius, blah blah blah. That comes under here, under this whole thing. Like this s dot string returns that entire string. That whole thing comes between this opposite, and then they're printing the area. Okay, so here I just printed this percentage s part, and they have a whole. Okay, I, that's not too bad. Okay. Print right. It's a formatted string. My bad. String. Where did the bracket go? Percentage s, here is the string, and then s, then we do percentage b, and then comma. We call the s dot string, and then we call s dot area, and yeah, that should be it. Okay, no, never mind. Area is under what area? What am I? What is my area? Just defined. Wow. Did they do something different here? Nope, it's the same thing. Okay, okay, yeah, there's a difference in the main function. Where's my main? Right. So they printed the area. Should that? Okay, I know it's the same function that they're calling. So they're finding the objects and then they're printing them. Huh? I don't understand what. S dot area is undefined. What do you mean it's undefined? What? Huh. Is it because I use percentage B here? Have to use something else? It's 0.2f. That should not be the issue though. Yeah, no, that's not the issue. My is S dot area not a thing? Wait. Okay, my bad. Okay, so wait. Did they? Okay, no, these are string, and then they called it shaper. And wait, was shaper defined at some point? Did they make an interface called shaper? You have sizer, and they called it shaper. Oh, so I mean I've called it stringer. It shouldn't make a difference, but okay. So they FMT dot string. I don't know what. Wait, what is going on here? Wait, have sizer and have stringer. Stringer is for the string functions, but it. mm, Huh? I'm so confused. What? Huh? Okay. Wait. So we have class, we have method of class, we have second method of class. One called area, one called string. At any point, do we have a stringer? No. But why does this interface have sizer and fmt dot stringer? Hey, what? Sizer it takes in. Okay, that makes sense because it's using the value of sizer. Right. Okay, wait, so we're saying this interface needs to have both sizer and stringer. Wait, but why is it calling format dot stringer? I don't should does this not work? Does string not work? Wait, is the other errors gone? It's gone. So wait, did it work? Okay, it worked. Wait, why is this calling fmt dot stringer? I don't understand. I feel this is something I have to chat GPT. I don't what. I get white sizes here, and here it's supposed to say string. It's supposed to say this because we're calling stringer, but it says fmt dot stringer. Does it work if we do that? It does. Okay. What? Hmm. Okay, I'm just gonna ask ChatGPT. I feel like this is. Was that again? This one, right? Can I not copy it? Was again? But what did it have? It was called Shaper, I think, right? Dot. Was again stringer. Instead of string. Okay. Okay, they're the same. It's a FMT is an interface that already defines it. Okay. So these are equal when FMT not stringers. Okay, so I was not wrong. Okay. Which can be that whole string that we wrote, the type, sorry, yeah, the type string interface. Sorry, wait, what? No, the function when we mentioned the interface. Wait, so how do you use fmt dot string? Wait, what? So it's just called fmt dot string. Okay, let's just move on. I think I get my. I mean, it's just technically just it's the same thing. It's just calling the same thing. Shouldn't make a difference. It is considered idiomatic to write a pneumatic by ending in er, such as fmt dot stringer. That is a pneumatic shaper and not shape. Okay, right. So wait, I think this is called stringer. Sorry, yeah, interface composition, right? So yeah, you have your interface shaper, interface stringer. Okay. Yeah, okay, yeah, it is composition. I've heard of this. It's like inheritance, but like different because yeah, it's not the same structure. It's not like only one class can have sub one subclass can have the uh, say one class can only have like one subclass, and then instead of having a chain of subclasses, you just use composition to like compose them together. Okay, yeah. Oh, we're almost at the end. Okay. Print area that is shape it as an argument. That means you can call both methods on this one. Okay. I mean, this is okay. Yeah, it's just explaining the same code. We're done with the whole thing. Okay. Yeah. Okay. We're done with this. Let's close that. How do you struct tags and go? I think go have my lunch and then get back to this later. Yeah, I'm very hungry, so I'll be back like in an hour. This was the first stream, so I don't know. I don't know if I'll watch it back. I might cringe too much at what I've said or any mistakes I've made. So yeah, I'm gonna end this stream. I'll be back in an hour.